Hey tech enthusiasts, welcome back to the channel, your trusted spot for Apple leaks, smartphone rumors, and deep dives that actually break things down clearly. Today, we're talking about what could be one of the boldest iPhones ever, the iPhone 18 Pro Max. From a potential record-breaking weight to design changes, camera upgrades, battery improvements, and the latest whispers about release date and price. We're covering everything you need to know right now. If the latest reports are accurate, Apple might be shifting its design philosophy in a big way. Instead of chasing thinner and lighter, the iPhone 18 Pro Max could prioritize endurance, performance, and pro-grade hardware, even if that means adding a few extra grams. So stick around till the end as we cover the rumored specs, what's changing, and whether this might be the Pro Max you've been waiting for. As always, keep in mind these are leaks and early reports from sources with solid track records, but nothing's official until Apple confirms it on stage. Let's start with the headline grabber, weight. Multiple leaks coming out of China suggest the iPhone 18 Pro Max could tip the scales at around 243 grams. If true, that would make it the heaviest iPhone Apple has ever made. For context, the iPhone 14 Pro Max weighs 240 grams, and reports suggest the iPhone 17 Pro Max sits closer to 233 grams. This isn't just a random change, it points to meaningful hardware upgrades inside. Apple might be leaning into a sturdier, more performance-focused build that benefits creators, gamers, and power users who push their phones hard. Why the extra heft? The most likely reason is a larger battery. Apple's Pro models have been pushing battery life and efficiency, and a bigger cell would directly contribute to longer screen-on time and better performance under load. A thicker chassis also opens the door for improved thermal management, which means more consistent performance for gaming, video recording, and on-device AI tasks. Think vapor chamber cooling or more advanced graphite layers, the kinds of upgrades that keep peak performance sustained without thermal throttling. And then there's the camera system. Larger sensors and more robust stabilization modules naturally add weight, especially if Apple is aiming for serious gains in low light, detail, and video quality. On that note, thickness is rumored to increase slightly as well. Leaks point to the iPhone 18 Pro Max measuring around 8.75 millimeters. That may sound small on paper, but in smartphones, fractions of a millimeter matter. A bit more thickness can make space for a bigger battery, better cooling, and upgraded camera hardware, all the things power users care about. The benefit here is real-world usability, less heat during long 4K video shoots, smoother gaming sessions without frame drops, and longer life between charges without babying your battery settings. Now, let's talk about the display and the notch situation. Good news, several reliable sources suggest Apple is working on a smaller cutout. Think a reduced-size dynamic island or a miniature notch. That means a more immersive screen without sacrificing Face ID or the front-facing camera. Some people were hoping for fully under-display Face ID this year, but the latest whispers say that technology isn't quite ready for mass production at Apple standards. The challenge is getting consistent facial recognition and high-quality selfies through pixels. Not easy, and Apple tends to wait until it's perfect. So, a smaller cutout seems like the realistic step for the iPhone 18 series. Expect Apple to continue using an LTPO120J promotion panel with adaptive refresh rates for smooth scrolling and better power efficiency. We could see even slimmer bezels, improved anti-reflective coatings, and better outdoor visibility thanks to higher peak brightness. Another area to watch is PWM dimming. Apple's been gradually improving flicker characteristics, and a 2026 Pro Max could take another step toward more comfortable viewing for sensitive eyes. Add to that more precise color calibration out of the box and potentially enhanced scratch resistance on the front glass, and you're looking at a truly premium display experience. The front camera may also get smarter even if the cutout shrinks. Expect refinements in autofocus, a wider aperture for improved low-light selfies, and better skin tone rendering powered by updated computational photography. Stabilization for front-facing video could become more natural, and we may see more robust 4K options across frame rates on the selfie camera. Great for vloggers and creators who use the front camera for content. The camera system is where things get even more exciting. Expect Apple to push larger sensors for improved dynamic range and better low-light performance, plus next-gen optical image stabilization to keep shots steady in motion. There's also a lot of talk about computational photography taking another leap, smarter portrait rendering, better night mode handling, and video features that leverage on-device AI to track subjects, reduce noise, and maintain detail. Telephoto will likely see refinements too, which should help with sharper zoom and cleaner long-range shots. If Apple continues to refine its tetraprism-style telephoto, we could see more reach with less noise and faster focus performance in dim conditions. Beyond raw hardware, the image signal processor and neural engine will do a lot of the heavy lifting. Expect more accurate scene segmentation, cleaner HDR blending, and stronger detail preservation without that over-processed look. For video, Apple may push higher sustained bite rates, smarter stabilization, and improved pro workflows. Think tighter integration with ProRes and log recording, more flexible white balance controls, and faster handoff to Max for editing. With spatial video already on the table, the iPhone 18 Pro Max could also capture more immersive content with better depth mapping, thanks to a refined LiDAR system and improved sensor fusion. Battery life is shaping up to be a major selling point. With a likely larger capacity and better thermals, we could see meaningful gains in endurance, not just for casual use, but for heavier tasks like 4K video recording, AA mobile gaming, and editing workflows on the go. Expect improved efficiency from Apple's next-generation A-series chip as well, which should be built on a more advanced process node for better performance per watt. That means faster speeds without the same heat and battery drain, plus more headroom for AI features that run locally on the device. Apple may also continue enhancing battery longevity with smarter charging profiles, better heat management during fast charging, and more granular battery health controls for users who want to optimize cycle life. Charging is another area to watch. USB-C is here to stay, and Pro models have already benefited from faster wire transfer speeds. By the iPhone 18 Pro Max, expect sustained improvements in data throughput for creators moving ProRes files, along with more efficient wireless charging through MagSafe and Key 2. If Apple pushes power delivery a bit further while keeping thermals in check, we could see quicker top-ups without the battery wear we associate with aggressive fast charging. And with Apple's accessory ecosystem expanding, expect better docking experiences, smarter stands, and cleaner workflows for desk setups.